Well, good morning. You join me today for the next American Tackle in Focus. We're in the south coast of Sweden with our pro staffer Jürgen Lind, and we're going to be taking a look at pike fishing again. This time in focus, downsizing. We're looking at smaller baits, more suitable rods, applications with blanks, guides, seats, everything suitable for you, the angler or the builder, to make a finesse pike style. Let's jump in the boat and catch some fish. First cast of the day. So what do you think, Jürgen? What we looking at? What's the area you brought us to here this morning?
Well, it's a closed, shallow bay, and hopefully we can find some fish around here and have a fun day.
A lot of weed?
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's like between 1 meter and down to, we're going to probably fish down to 206 or something.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start with just fishing a haspel with a swim bait, like a swimming jerk bait. Everyone calls them swims now, but just see if a slow retrieve. I'm not used to fishing this such shallow water, in obviously living in Stockholm.
Well, it's pretty deep now. It's 1 meter, so.
Yeah, okay. But it's nice to come down in this environment. It's fantastic down here. Absolutely stunning morning.
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day, I guess.
It's really nice to fish with a lighter gear.
Good feeling for the body after being fishing for quite a few days in a row with
yeah.
beefed up gear.
But not only that, it just feels more balanced. You've got a lot of control. If you're predominantly fishing lighter baits, I actually think you fish better with a rod that's suited to that optimal casting weight. You know, I tend to fish a lot of 8'6" and things up to sort of 150, 200 grams. And it's great to do, but if you are fishing with smaller baits that are, say, weighing 40 to 60 grams, I think you fish better and more accurately with a rod that, you know, its sweet spot is more around that range. Well, it's definitely warming up now, Jürgen.
Probably going to pick up another few degrees, or like at least one more almost.
Mm. I'm using, actually, this is the MB, this is a mag bass, 7'8". It's a 12 to 20 pound line class, and it's actually only rated up to 1 1/4 ounce, but with the mag bass blanks, they're really fast. You know, quite a stiff tip, but really, really quick. So, you know, good hook sets, and they make for really nice downsizer pike blanks. I think this downsizer sort of technique, or this lighter pike fishing, is becoming more and more popular also, because as much as it's fun to cast those really big baits and wait for that one big smack, it's nice to get a few more bites. You know, you do get a few sort of like average size fish, but it's also, like you said, it's fun to fish with the lighter gear.
Yep.
And I know that sort of like Eastern Europe and places like that, it's more common actually to fish with a lighter rod. I know that when they come to Sweden to fish, a lot of the time they're fishing much smaller gear than we do, and catching a lot more fish.
Oh, they catch a lot.
Yeah.
Seeing that on the camps on the East Coast as well.
Yeah.
They do really good.
He's a noisy one. He's warning all the pike we're here. It's an absolutely gorgeous morning. I think we're lucky as anglers, to be honest. There's a lot of people that, I mean, as anglers, I think we see a lot more sunrises than sunsets than other people, you know.
Oh! Yeah.
Yes, fish on. Nice.
Nice little pike.
Yeah, even a small fish on lighter gear feel fun.
Yeah. Got a few leeches on it. It's been sitting on the bottom. Thank you.
Perfect, man. Congratulations.
Cheers.
Lunch. Well, Jürgen, we've now equaled the last pike film. So now we're taking a short pause from the fishing, something to eat, and a little bit of time to talk to you about the tackle we're using today. We're going to start with the blanks, and these are the awesome Bushido Mag Bass series. Mag Bass basically means a mag taper blank, a fast taper blank. These are ideal if you're fishing for species where you want large hook sets. You need lots of power down deep, but still maintaining a nice tip action so you're not losing sensitivity. That's where the Mag Bass is ideal for. There's numerous models in the range, but the ones we've been choosing here today that I think are more specifically suited for downsizing for pike, specifically is the MB78 12-20, which I've used in a spinning model. This is a 7'8", ideal lure weight, roughly 60 grams, fast action, almost extra fast, really nice for fishing smaller size baits. And then we've got the MB 7'3", 12-25. This one I've built in a casting version, ideal lure weight, roughly 80 grams. And we've also been using the 15-30, which is slightly more power again, and ideal lure weight up to around 100 grams, a particular favorite for Jürgen, who's been using it solely on today's fishing. If you're looking for a series of blanks that cover a multiple range of actions and powers, take a look at the Mag Bass, ranging from low powers for perch fishing all the way up to heavy stuff for pike. Ideal for you if you want a small downsizer rod and you want to do some fishing like we've been showing you.
Today it could be really important to fish right up to the reeds if it's possible.
Yeah, and you need that accuracy, which you don't get if you've got a rod that's not loading correctly, because it's you know.
Exactly.
It's really nice that the wind's coming on now, Jürgen.
Yeah.
I feel much more confident when it's not that flat, calm, sunny, bleaking a killer, you know?
Hopefully get the fish going.
Yeah. We put the hats on because the sun came out and it was calm, but I think we'll be back on the beanies later.
I reckon so too, actually. Yes.
Fish. Nice, Jürgen.
Perfect.
Touch the leader.
Leader touch. Good.
Oh, fish.
Yeah, little fella.
They're really liking that colour.
It's a beautiful pike.
For today, I actually built these rods specifically for this session, and I chose to use for reel seats a range of seats from the G2 series, and these specifically are the CCT. The CCT seat stands for compressed carbon technology, and basically what that means is that here at American Tackle we have developed a process of injecting carbon fiber into our molding process. That gives you a lighter reel seat, a more sensitive reel seat, and also really sleek, low-key, stealthy fits. I personally love this seat for my casting. This is the Razor. The Razor seat has a very large exposure on both the top and the bottom, meaning that when you're fishing with it, your hand is in contact with the blank at all times. Not only that, I very much prefer this trigger. As you can see here, it's a bit of a more shallow trigger, and I find that fits my hand size absolutely perfect, and I can fish a whole day without it hurting my hand. Then over to the spinning, I've chose to use the Dagger. The Dagger is a reel seat that's in combination with the grip, ergonomically formed, and basically you can choose between cork and EVA, or your rod builder can sand and fit exactly what you want. I like this reel seat personally for spinning, as I think the slightly larger radius makes it very comfortable to fish for long days. So now we've moved into a different kind of area. Still really shallow, but the water's much clearer here. It's kind of like a leopard bottom, you know, lots of sandy spots and weed, and the pike like that because they can camouflage themselves We've already seen a couple fish now because it's so clear, a few followers. So I think if we fish this area hard, maybe we'll get another chance here. It's really nice to see the fish, but frustrating when they don't bite. Oh, that was a touch. Definitely felt something come up. I'll go with then.
Oh, it's following it.
Yeah, there he was, yeah. There was a fish behind it. I thought I felt a rattle. It's getting closer for me now, guys.
Yes.
Fish. You're loving that bait. So as we're talking downsizing, this morning Jürgen's been doing really well on really small baits. So if you can't beat them, join them. So I'm going to go down even smaller now and see if I can get a bite on this. Yes!
Hello.
Cool, that was he came out of nowhere, that one. Oh, he's got a big bite mark on him. Oh, he's gone. Quick release. But I managed to get one. So it worked. Proof of the pudding. I've been fishing bigger baits all morning, and as soon as I went down to a proper downsized bait with the right equipment, I got one. So now I'm in the race. Now we're going to take a look at one of the most important parts of any rod build, and that is the grips. I'm sure you haven't failed to notice what we've been using today, and that is the super sleek, stealthy G2 carbon grips. In my opinion, there isn't really anything on the market today that looks as sleek and stealth as these. A really ergonomic, stealthy finish, available in satin black, 3K, and also we have all the trims and checks in different finishes such as silver, matte black, and black. Also ready to match in the range, we have the locking hoods for the reel seats on the ULH, and when combined and put together on the Bushido range of blanks, they look absolutely fantastic. They give you a different option, such as a harder feeling to the rod. You definitely feel when you're fishing them a firmer sensitivity, and personally I love that very hard feel to the blank. If you're looking for a premium option on your custom rod build, check out the G2 carbon fiber grips. I'm sure, like me, once you've used them once, you don't want anything else.
Ooh,
Fish.
Jesus.
That was a nice strike. That's what it's about. Cool, man. You're on fire. The rod I'm using today, this is the MB73 12-25, and I've actually extended this to 7'6" underneath this rear grip here, just to give it a little bit more length, because I do prefer a slightly longer back handle, giving me a longer effective rod length. And on this today, I'm fishing a classic. This is a Buster Jerk, a shallow model, and it's absolutely optimal for this rod. And all we're trying to do over this sort of like sparsely weeded leopard look bottom is create a fleeing bait fish. By jerking this home, you know, long sweeping action, it sort of imitates a fish that's just been scared by a predator, and hopefully the pike considers it as a fleeing bait fish and will come up and grab it. So all we've got to do, keep casting, and hopefully we'll get a bite. Oh, missed it, he missed it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just had one come up for the bait. Just came up and missed it. Quite often with jerk baits, they'll come up to the surface chasing the bait and they'll swipe at it and just miss it. We'll have another cast on that one. See if we can get him to come up again. You never know. He didn't feel the hook, so he might come up again. Just disturb the water. Yeah, got him.
Nice.
There we go. Like I just said to you, chuck one in that little pocket there. As I cast it in there, I saw a fish swirl behind, pause, a few more retrieves, pause, and then it struck again. Not a massive fish, but check out the absolute fantastic colours on that fish. Truly beautiful. Yeah. Another fish. Same area, the fish must be grouping up. This flashy jerkbait seems to be doing the trick now. And there we have it. Another small but absolutely immaculate, beautiful fish. Let's slip this one back. Oh, Jürgen's in. They seem to be really close to the reeds, don't they, mate?
Yeah.
The most important part of the rod, in my opinion, is exactly what guides have on it. They need to be quality, they need to be caring of the line, but also they need to be performance active. And as an angler, when you walk into the shop maybe to buy a rod, or when you're getting a custom rod built, you need to know you are buying a premium option and getting something for your money. Personally, if you're walking around, you need to be looking for these microwave guides. Microwave guides are basically the peak performance you can put on your rod. They are taking out all the problems associated with standard guide trains. You're going from a large stripper down to a smaller intermediate directly. This is helping with wind knots, longer casting, smoother casting, and for me personally, I love the way I'm reducing the weight throughout the rest of the rod because I'm putting all of those larger guides into one right here. Here you see the MW25. This is a 25mm ring down to an 8mm intermediate and then down to 6mm runners. Absolutely perfect for today's fishing with a 4000 size reel and slightly larger braid that we're using for the pike fishing. This particular version, titanium and nanolite, premium option. We also have it in stainless 316 in a black and a polished finish, which is absolutely fantastic, and with Duralite ceramic. If you're in the market looking for something which is ideal for about this size reel size, or maybe using larger braid, the MW25 is definitely something you need to be keeping your eye on. And then onto the casting rod. You've seen me using these before, quite possibly, and this is one of my favorite ones. It's the Microwave 12. What I like about the Microwave 12 is, personally, for the bait casting size reels that we're using, 200, 300, is absolutely ideal to take the guides down to a size 6 directly. What that's doing is reducing the weight in the rest of the rod. It's making the rod recover quicker. It's gonna cast better. I don't get any problems with overruns, and all in all, I'm putting a performance product on my rod. Again, available in 316 stainless in black and polished, but also in titanium, pure titanium alloy with Duralite and nanolite centers. If you're looking for, again, a premium option for your bait casting rod, check out the Microwave 12. Personally, I'm not going to use any other guide on my rods. Oh, there's one here just followed right up and swirled after the bait. Oh, 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 you see it? They are here, they are following. Yep.
Good.
Another little one, this time on the spinning rod. Just dancing it through the weed and yeah, we got one. Really pretty. There's gold scales in there. Just beautiful markings on these fish. All right, let's slip it back to her home. Good bite. Oh, another follower. And another follow behind them. Obviously a few fish here. Yep. Yeah, fish. Good. Longer one. How are you fishing when you caught that one, mate? Fast, slow, or?
Like slow, kinda, as slow as I'm able to in this shallow water, and try to do as many spin stops as possible.
Yeah.
Without it catching weed.
Are you twitching it at all, or?
Yeah, seems to work. Let it go out side to side and hang a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. He's an angry, feisty one. Ho, ho, ho. Another pike. This one, the 7'8", 1225 mag bass with those microwave 25s. Really nice combo if you're doing downsize a pike. Let's slip this one back and have another cast. It's important when you're doing this sort of fishing to make sure you hit all the little pockets around the reed line. Try not to miss any little hole. When you're drifting like this on a wind that's quite fast, it's very easy to, miss. There's one following. Oh, there's one just following right there. As I was saying, it's very easy to miss a hole and you might miss a fish. So you need to make sure you cover all those little holes. And it's very easy with this small, lighter gear to just keep flicking casts along the reed line, and sooner or later we'll pick one up. Well, we just made our final move of the day and set up in a bay for the final drift. As you can see, we got a little bit wet. The weather's coming in, it's very windy, so when we're moving around, we get sprayed up, so completely soaking wet, but we're in it to win it. Gonna keep casting, and hopefully, you never know, it only takes one bite, the next one could be a real big one. So there we go. The boat's on its way up. We're leaving a very blustery, wet and wild south of Sweden coastline behind us. We've had a really fun day. Hopefully this has given you a bit of an insight into what products from American Tackle suit a more finesse downsizing pike application. If you've liked this video, please give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Comment on the video if there's any product you would like us to do a video on in the future, and we'll try to do one for you. I'll hopefully see you next time. Until then, take care.